Are you ready, Freddie?
I have. Everybody says I look like a pizza, and it wouldn't be wrong. I have my mind's. This is how far.
You look like a pizza?
I look like it looks like a cover of like a pizza, right? You
Oh,
know,
like a pizza box, yeah.
So this guy Burkhardt, right? He's like the German national team's floating with him. He might go to Bayern, you know. He might go to a big boy club. So he hasn't re-signed with Mainz, and Mainz is the first league team, like right here. It's like the local team, right? Now I'm Wehen Wiesbaden. They're a much smaller club. They bounce up and down for the second and third league, right? So, as you know, because you were there, right?
Yeah.
Were you there when they got promoted, or was that, or did we become friends after?
No, not when they were promoted. No, it was after that.
It was after. So that was like I even told Nick it was like the best sports experience I had since 1994 when the Rangers won the Stanley Cup. It was like wild. My kid got introduced to it. He started playing football for the first time. You know, we all got hicked, and there was a player there. His name was Benedict Hollebach, and he like was second in scoring, so he immediately got picked up by Berlin, and he was out of there. And it's not like the States. Like, guy signs for 5 years or something, he may be out in 2. If you root for a lower league team, you know, they got to move up. They got to move up the ladder. So it was very heartbreaking watching him go after he'd been here so many years. And he went to Berlin, and we just found out yesterday that he's coming back home. Not the Wehen Wiesbaden, unfortunately, but the next best thing. It's kind of like the Mets and the Yankees, you know, with the two teams. Mm-hmm. And technically, Mainz is in Wiesbaden, you know, but it's like a 10-minute bus, 20-minute bus ride away, you know. So Benedict Hollebach is going to be replacing this guy, Burkhardt, because they're not going to be able to keep him. And so he basically comes back home where we can see him every week again if we really want to. Isn't that awesome? Aren't you excited? Aren't you excited for me?
I'm very excited for you because I know how much you love him.
You know how much I love him.
Yeah.
You know, I loved him so much that I had one of my awkward celebrity experiences. I really should tell the Kate Hodder story. Do you know the Kate Hodder story?
I don't know. The name doesn't ring a bell for it, but like for the story. But
Tommy gained weight. You should ask Dave how to lose some. Believe me, I gained weight all right. I've been eating and drinking like a pig too. There's no doubt about it. I'm a big fat fucker. But
Dave is being mean. So
what? I'm almost fat as Nick. Yeah, but I'm super excited. So I actually and so my wife comes and she goes, did you get your club tickets yet for Mainz? I was like, no, I'll wait until I find out the schedule because they're going to Europe next year, right? And she says, well, you might want to get him now because Benedict Hollebach. And it was like, I was literally like a kid on Christmas. Like, he's coming. And then you got to show me. It might be a rumor. Because I figured they took the Romano rumors, right? And then set it on Transfer Market. And I get the notification on FootMob today. Benedict Hollebach, the Mainz no thump. Yeah! So, I actually hung, if you saw the jersey 21 in the old apartment, that was his. Actually, guess whose jersey's going up there? So I'm taking Celtic down. Maybe we're Rangers down on one of the two. There you go. All right, we got a great show for you today. If you meet the goal, you get a Love Phones. And if when we meet the goal, get a Love Phones, you'll get it pretty quick. That'll be the new rule. Put up a Larry Bird. Oh, you remember I had it. Yeah, maybe I should. I might put up more jerseys. I think it's about time to put up jerseys. I couldn't figure out what to fill this shit with, but I'm happy with it. Let's just put this stuff. Tism phones. Mm-hmm. You could do Tism phones too. Meet the goal. We'll do Tism phones.
I mean, that basically is what Love Phones is.
We'll make Lynn co-host.
Yes.
Tism rain.
I vote for that for sure.
You know, if I really wanted to drive somebody crazy, I'd bring Matt back because he loves. Well, he used to love wrangling retards, but it's just not the case anymore. Not the case. Y'all ready to start the show? Hit 1 in the chat. We got lots of stuff to go over and fucking bunch of weird shit with Nick and Creator Crash and you won. Oh, look, he really wants one. Y'all ready? That guy should be timed out. He put it on too far. Mm-hmm. And we have a Wiggler, I think, on the way. If you listen to some of the last shows, so and I'm doing that just to just so you all get McMad. Let's do this.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me
Yeah.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
Don't get it, man.
just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home.
Coming back.
My balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting all the way like a fucking pacemaker. I do look like a pizza restaurant, like the mat they put in the table. You know what I mean? It does look like pizza-esque. Oh shit! It does look a little pizza-esque. Remember, I wore this on lolcow and everybody goofed on me. But I bet Jeannie has sports. No, she has a sports jersey. Yeah, I gotta unlock that fucker.
Not the sports one. That's I need that back. But I do have I've got two. They're not anything special or anything. I found them in a retro shop. They were for the local team that I follow, like in Sacramento.
Nice.
They're not in MLS or anything, but they were there, and I was like, I'll snag those.
Did you hear about Vancouver? They had the Champions Cup in North America.
Didn't hear about them now.
5-0 got blown the fuck out by Cruz Azul. Blown the fuck out. That's not good for MLS. No. And then with PSG winning, I think that puts them in the Club World Cup. So
yeah, that one was crazy because I went out and watched that.
You went out? See,
Yeah.
Tommy went to bed at the half, and I was like, yeah, I would have went out if you guys were all going to bed, right? And then the rest of the goals came, and I was like, well, I should have went out and just blown off my whole family. This sucks.
Yeah, no, because it was no, it was wild because I was probably on PSG's side, and the friend I went.
You know what? I'm glad.
I was unsure, but then with PSG.
Do you know our fellow?
He had a colleague who was on Milan's side.
Oh,
so
really?
we just all sat together, and it was just, yeah.
You know what it is? The PSG, you can't really hate them anymore. They're not hateable. Yeah. It's funny. They got rid of Messi, Neymar, the whole big the Mbappes, and they won. Maybe it's just too many egos. Well, sounds like they got a real solid team over there now.
Well, that or just that they're French, because that was the biggest.
They're not Frenchmen on a French team. Impossible. They can't even make a French. They can't make even a French national team.
No, it's because of the whole rivalry between the English and the French. Because it's gotta remember I'm in the UK, so they're still uptight about supporting a French team.
Oh, I see. Well, you know what
that was the
Glory Hunter Nick said. We did our thing round of 16 on Glory Hunters. He said Inter and PSG in the final. He called it months ago, and he's got the proof and everything. You believe that? Lots of upsets this year. It was too bad that Vancouver got blown out, though. It kind of bummed me out.
Did you hear how good Philly did this year? Because that's what Rosie was saying.
Yeah, Philly's kicking ass, taking names, and it's a good time because Miami kind of sucks. So now's the time because it's Messi's last year. So, they could turn it around in the play. I could see Miami just having a subpar season, backing in the playoffs, and then catching fire in the playoffs, and that can happen. But that's about it. The Aberdeen, yes, Aberdeen. My heart was broken in a sense, but I was actually kind of happy of him. And I called Trend. I called Optimus, and he said he never has seen so many Aberdeen jerseys in Glasgow his entire life. I was kind of happy for them though, because I only root for Celtic when it's Europe because it's impossible to watch that league. I'm sorry, respect it. I think I would have more fun watching the second Scottish league. I'm not even kidding you. Because at least it's competitive. They really ought to do something about switching getting them in the English system because they just don't belong there. And then the Scotland can become a development league. Love the Scottish style, love the heart. It's a small country. They don't have enough people, and there's only one city that can support a heavyweight European team. It's just that simple. It's economics. They don't have it. But good. I'm happy for Aberdeen. I would have rather won, but hey. Amazing, had to be there. Yeah, it's just money at the end of the day. But that's the thing that's cool about football is when a team that doesn't have as big a salary beats one that does. So it's always cool. So congratulations to Aberdeen. I'm more worried about Celtic, and I actually wish they would go Europa because they have much better chance there. That's way more interesting to me. All right, because the European leagues are actually leagues now. So let's get off football talk and get into this horseshit. Now, first thing I want to do is on Creator Clash, and get this. I know a lot of you guys really hate this shot, this shot right here, actually. But I think I got a solution, and I think it'll help me to clip the videos too. I can just zoom out, and because you can't play the first couple minutes of a chat, so this may solve the problem permanently. So if you just type in there, bingo. I got to move that a little more in though, and I think you guys will like this much better. And then I can expand it, and when do it, so I cut out the chat. So because if you put a dirty word in there, I can't clip it, which sucks. So yeah, so this is much better, and you probably won't notice a difference. And then it'll just like zoom out. Also, this video, is he really mad? Chud Logic video. It's a clip, but if you really want to support the channel, I don't have any money. I can't support the channel. Watch and comment on those friggin' videos and like and all that shit. That will grow it. So I think it was pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff right there. Where is the chat? I gotta find the chat. I gotta move that in, that chat. So it's kind of like, okay, let's move the sucker in. Come on now. There we go. Much better. Much better, much better. So, all right, let's get to the web. So I thought that Harmful Opinions, the gay Riddler, had an interesting take. I wanted you guys to hear it.
Let me pitch you guys something real quick. A business idea. We're going to run...
Let me hit you. He's like Darth Vader, for Christ's sake.
A charity boxing event. A whole big thing. All these different influencers fighting, and their fans will have to pay to watch it. The twist? None of that money goes to charity. I've been taking
I've always been a fan. I was a fan back in the Disney, like 2015, and then he leaves for years at a time. And I honestly, and I never backed off it. He had the right take on Mr. Beast, 100% and soggy cereal. I know that wasn't as popular with my compatriots, but
look at this Creator Clash stuff, and it really rubs me the wrong way. Bold, brave, uncommon take, I know. But what's really struck me as odd and pathetic is a particular angle I haven't seen honed in on too much. And I want to make sure and check.
And tell me, because I haven't seen this angle honed in on too much either. But and when he actually reveals it, when he actually reveals this, just tell me if you've seen this around too, because I actually didn't think of this either, and I don't know why I didn't. Maybe
the people are seeing this too. There are all the glaring obvious issues you can find a million videos going into the details of, and I recommend that you check any of those out and learn about it because it's quite funny and interesting. But I'm gonna zoom out for a couple of minutes here instead of lasering in. So, fundamentally, though there are issues with Creator Clash in particular, I'm cool with the idea of an event that makes the people involved money and works as cross-promo for the celebs or e-celebs involved. When done right, when you nail an event or product like that, the dream is a bunch of money goes to charity that otherwise wouldn't, because you're enticing the masses with something they want to spend money on, where they wouldn't have given money to charity otherwise. You get what I'm saying? Ideal scenario, you're actually exploiting influence.
I keep on thinking he's going to tell me the Senate has been liquidated.
Influencers' desire for money and good.
There is no more Senate. You are a general of the Rebel Alliance.
Are consumers' desire for stuff to the benefit of charity. That is the win condition in that endeavor. Sure, it's not 100% pure, noble altruism. Sometimes people are just directly paid to promote a charity in the hopes it'll bring more money than they were paid in. Are they being a hero? Maybe not. But if it works out, fair enough. Okay, have your good PR. Have your little bit of cash.
So I talked over it a little bit. Basically what he's saying, the idea is, all right, fighters get paid They get some brownie points in the public. They get to say they're good people. Charities get paid. Good deal. Nothing wrong with that. And I know why he had to make that clear, because they were going to come back and say, some people profit from the charities. Name one that doesn't. I'll wait.
Incentive for influencers being there can even be viewed as a positive if it's making good things happen that wouldn't otherwise. If I'm going to be very, very nice, Creator Clash 2 was trying to pull this off, but failed catastrophically. And with that failure came a massive hit to the image of Creator Clash as a brand. A big boo-boo that the people involved with it surely want to heal. Now, if we ignore the details just for a second, you can defend Creator Clash conceptually in the way I just described. Explain how it works. And if you're going to continue with it, explain how you're going to work out the kinks. The people involved with Creator Clash 3 have sort of done this, but they've also done something else. In the video, let's talk about Creator Clash 3. The model for 2 is explained, and we're told essentially it just didn't work out. But they're not going to work out the kinks in execution of the model. They have changed the model entirely.
So going into Creator Clash 3, we've completely restructured it. So all of the onus is on us to pay for the event, to produce the event through our partners, through our sponsors, and we will be doing a traditional fundraising through Tiltify. It's running right now. You can donate it to it right now. We've already raised $238,000, which is so awesome. That's gravy. That's
nothing wrong with that, right?
So every dollar that is raised for charity through this event will be going straight to charity. The event will be funded by ticket sales, it will be funded by pay-per-view sales, and the fighters will be receiving a cut of that revenue.
Yeah, it's basically two separate things now, right? There's the event pot, which is handled a very traditional event way, and then the charity is totally separate. So like even if you don't like watching boxing, you could still donate to the charity.
Yep. You can. And on the flip side, if you just want to see the boxing and don't give a shit about charity, you can just financially support the boxing event.
Which makes it not a charity anymore. I can't believe that I didn't watch that stupid video. I saw those three numbnuts and I just lost interest. Thank you, Disquick. Appreciate it. So that's it. It's a profit event now that shouts out a charity. That's all. That's all it is. And I think this is what Anissa was talking about when saying they were protected. I also give a lot more credence that accountant that called in, that they think that this is what they think. There's no proof. There's no evidence of this. That this thing might be the Creator Clash 3. Remember, it came out of nowhere to pay off Creator Clash 2. They're probably still in the hole with that shit, if I had to guess. And it just came out of nowhere. It did. And then they tried to kind of keep away from it. And then I guess Ian couldn't help himself. Probably thought he was safe. Worst case scenario, we'll leave and we'll just dump it. And you hear Anissa like, we protected ourselves. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
The entire system that makes something like this good has been dismantled and rearranged, as everyone and their dog has recognized and commented on. But it's not just the flow of money that's been altered. And here is what I personally find repellent. As the cash part of the system has changed, so too has the PR flow. I look at it like this. Previously, Creator Clash was the event people could get involved with, in part for a sprinkle of good PR. It was the good thing that rubs off on everyone touching it. And if it worked out as it was meant to, cool, I'm fine with that. But now it's not the good thing. It is a brand in shambles. Now the good thing that can rub off on people is the entirely separate fundraiser. This is framed as insulating and protecting that money. You see, this time the money from Creator Clash will go to Wait.
Nope.
But that's not money from Creator Clash anymore. If people view it that...
So it's just a boxing event being framed as a charity event. And that's the fraud. The fraud is, I'm not saying they're committing fraud. I'm using fraud as a, I don't know what kind of word. I'm not saying it's a fraud. I don't know if this is legal. But the thing that, let's get together, let's help support kids with cancer, whatever. That's not what's happening here. It's a for-profit event now. That's what it is. It's for profit. And they're just essentially shouting out a charity, which is fine. But that's not what it's about. That's not your ticket will go. I mean, God, if for some reason you get your money back, which you should have, what are you gonna do? Now you gotta go to Florida and LA?
that way, though. That looks real good for the Creator Clash brand, doesn't it? Creator Clash is no longer an event trying to serve charity, taking advantage of people's desires to that end. It is now
The other way said all proceeds of Creator Clash would go to charity. Really? I mean, last time, unless he's got it wrong.
itself a tainted entity, exploiting charity for PR.
But I heard him just say it's separate. I don't know.
All the
You should call it and explain it to me then. I don't know.
Of the previous model removed. A win for Creator Clash is no longer a win for charity. As it was put in the damage control video,
Like, even if you don't like watching boxing, you could still donate to the charity.
or in other words, the Tiltify campaign doesn't need that boxing event. The boxing event needs the Tiltify campaign. They are no longer getting money to charity from people who otherwise may not donate. They specify on their website that they are not also doing what they did before, but rather the financial success of the event does not impact the amount raised for charity.
That's interesting. Let me read that. Fundraising efforts will continue to expand to lead up to the event. All funds raised so far are secure and unaffected. It's a Creator Clash will broadcast once again and run as a charity stream with Stand Up to Cancer. Remaining are executive beneficiary.
Exclusive.
Exclusive beneficiary. Funds raised through Creator Clash Tiltify campaign will go directly. That is confusing. We will once again run a charity stream with Stand Up to Cancer for the remaining are exclusive benefit. So I don't know. I'm confused here. Now I'm kind of questioning him a little bit. Well, Creator Clash is traditionally promoted for a traditionally promoted for-profit event. Well, Creator Clash is traditionally a for-profit event. The financial success does not impact the amount for the charity. That means because they're sending them no money, right? Or are they saying I don't get this at all. It sounds like bullshit. The structure separating charitable fundraisings from business operations, then it's just a boxing event, right? If it's separate, so does that mean if it makes a lot of money, they just keep it? I mean,
Well, if I had to, so if they broke, the thing is, we'd need to see a breakdown of the percentages. Because the last time we got that breakdown was like whilst Anissa and Ian were still in control, and that's where we got the 34% and the 20%. So that
what's the current breakdown?
Because I have no clue. But somebody in chat said, I mean, I'm just not sure. But I'm not sure if it's confirmed or anything. But if there's leftover profit, maybe that can be donated. So like after
I see.
Doing the purse.
It's still deceptive. Wouldn't they say that?
Oh yeah,
though?
no, I mean,
like wouldn't they say that? It's like, look, well, they can't go in and say we're not going to make any money. But if it is money, the charity won't lose because you'll be donating directly to the charity. But the tickets, but if we don't make a profit, then we'll just break even. Or we break even, then charity gets nothing. This is the year. Yeah, what he's saying. It's not what I'm saying. It's what he's saying is they're being deceptive by saying this is a separate thing. The one's for profit and the one isn't. Therefore, but everybody, this has already been sold as a charity event. I'm going to save Creator Clash by paying Anissa. Okay. Good job. Creator Clash promoted for-profit that does not impact the amount raised for charity. The structure separating the charitable fundraising from the business one is new this year. Yeah, it just sounds like it's new this year and was put in place after setbacks and confusion that followed last year's event. It's a part of our commitment to rebuild trust, to keep our charitable mission clear, transparent, and protected. It sounds like bullshit to me.
Yeah.
It does. It sounds like bullshit. It sounds like we can't raise money for therapy, a charity, without losing money. We're going to lose money on this no matter what. But if we gain money, we can keep it. So they've already raised like $200,000 too. So we'll keep this, and then we'll say the thing raise money for charity. Oh God, I wonder if that's legal. But man, somebody's going to have to sue them. I don't know. It's like, all right, you want to donate to charity? Just donate to charity. I mean, anybody could have done that. I mean, they could have all done everybody could have streamed and done a charity stream or a multi-charity stream. I think more people are confused after they tried to be more transparent than before.
Either the financial success of the event does not impact the amount raised for charity. It's not, if we screw up again, at least there's the fundraiser. There is the fundraiser instead. Stand Up to Cancer's...
That's what he's saying. So therefore, the boxing event is just a boxing event and not a charity event.
Only getting cash from the people who will.
I hope they talk to lawyers. Maybe this is legal. But I'd be terrified.
Donate just for the sake of donating. The boxing is no longer an essential element. All these influencers could have just gotten together to do a different event, streaming from home, next to no cost, if any.
And probably made a lot more money.
It's worse than that. I don't know about you guys, but I personally don't have infinite expendable income. If I was all in on Creator Clash, I love boxing, I love charity, I love charity boxing. Me buying into Creator Clash no longer helps charity. I would need to donate separately, having now spent money on the boxing event. Creator Clash is competing with the charity for your money. Where previously a wildly successful event would mean more money goes to charity, now it means that money that could have been donated instead went to a boxing event. Imagine I start a gamer coffee company that's going to support charity. I do my research, I make sure it's something people would want to buy regardless. And what I do is I get a certain number of bags roasted. Once I've sold a certain amount, all the rest of that money coming in goes to charity. I promo it on streams, I get big epic gamers to promo it on streams. There will be people buying it just because they want the thing. Some people might be pushed over the edge into a purchase because of the charity involvement, but hey, it will help charity if everything goes right. Some might have minor qualms, but alright, right? Now imagine if instead...
It does. It's just like, it sounds like they're trying to either profit or make break even and still call it a charity event when it's really not what it's titled as. I think that's what he's saying. It's not really a charity.
On stream, I sell my coffee, I get other people to sell my coffee, and oh yeah, here's a link you can donate to charity. It's a charity stream. You wouldn't be hearing about this campaign if I wasn't selling my coffee, so I'm helping charity. And look, a bunch of people did donate, so it's charity.
Yeah, can you imagine if I came up here and just like they're selling t-shirts and say I'm doing a t-shirt sale charity stream, right? If you want a t-shirt, donate here. That goes in my pocket. If you want to go directly to charity, go here. And I just keep the fucking t-shirt money and call it a charity event. It's like fraud. I gotta be honest with you. To me, it sounds, don't know for sure, not accusing, it sounds like fraud. Don't know, not sure, but it sounds at least sus.
Charity coffee. They're good person beans. In fact, this is the best way to do it because it keeps the money meant for charity safe. That would, of course, be bullshit. And Creator Clash is worse, because at least you wouldn't have to pay to watch my coffee ad. No wonder fighters are pulling out. You look like a fucking dickhead if you're getting a piece of this action. Because even now, they characterize the whole thing as being for charity.
It's just supposed to be.
And that's just not true, I guess. Unless after they hit a certain amount, then they go to charity.
Yeah, but that has. I would feel like that would be something that would be brought up way before. Like that would be their whole selling point in a sense. Like they'd be spewing that nonstop. Whereas I haven't heard that anywhere.
Yeah, they haven't said that. They said it's separate. That's sus.
Fun boxing event for charity.
They are death gripping onto that characterization because it sounds good. But to a lot of people, it doesn't look like that anymore. Some might say the difference is subtle, but I ask you to imagine again. I get a bunch of big names onto my stream selling my coffee, and I have a link to a charity. Hey, I'm just selling coffee for charity. You don't understand what
You're not selling coffee for charity. You're selling coffee to sell coffee, but, you know, we're shouting out to charity. Maybe it is legal. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how hung up a court would be on. Well, we technically war for charity. We give them the option. I don't know. I have no idea.
Pisses people off. You don't understand why people would be annoyed at those involved? Which is another way the original system that can work has been obliterated. Instead of this being a nice charity thing for influencers to get involved with, you're volunteering for a black stain against your name to benefit Creator Clash as a brand, when you all could have just done a bunch of collab streams or something promoting the Tiltify campaign. Before, they were using influencers to draw attention to a big event.
donating to the Old Man's Beer and Cigarettes
Thank
charity.
you. Thank you, Buzzsaw.
That benefits charity. Now they're using them separately to draw attention to a big event and to draw attention to a fundraiser. You can just do the...
Yeah, I mean, I did a fund, I don't know, it was like $5,000 or $8,000 we raised. Every single dime went to that. I literally transferred it right afterwards. Why can't they do that? It's so bizarre. I mean, shit, they could do it on their own, show the fucking, show the thing they sent, and screenshot it like I did. You know who thought this was sus and Creator Crush? She was Froggy Fresh. He thought something was up. Nobody could put their finger on it. I felt it too, but I just don't know enough about this stuff.
You actually don't need to interact with real people ever.
Medin donated $5. Please also note that the 34% Ian and Yoko Ono wanted to keep for themselves was the lowest amount they were willing go, meaning that they wanted to keep a higher number before even thinking of giving a cut
of their own money because of cancer. I wonder if they owe. It just feels like they owe. And they started to like, well, we could start another one, get it quick, but then he fucking throws the whole thing out with an opportunity to get in bed with Hassan. And I got news for you. When it comes to left-wing influencers, if you're not useful to them, you're gone. You are gonzo.
The latter. And then you don't need to pay them for their trading time. The extra zing of it being a real-life boxing event is a thing, but that's no longer feeding into the charity. Not in the same way. As described before, it may even be cannibalizing it now. You can totally just have a boxing event that plugs a charity, but that ain't what people were sold all this time. This whole thing isn't just shady and weird. It's stupid. It doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. The organizers will credit Creator Clash with raising this cash to gild the turd that is their event. But if you think for 1 second about...
Gild the turd. I like the gay Riddler.
Opportunity cost, in other words, what could have been instead, it's clear that's not the priority it's made out to be, and everyone's being messed with. A few people are praising the transparency, but you wouldn't praise a public toilet for installing glass walls after someone smeared the floor with shit.
I would. I don't know. That's interesting. But you know what? The reason I put him, and I always like him because he has, like, he has his own thing and he's secure. I don't think he does it professionally or anything, but he just has his own takes. Whereas the most of commentary is looking to see what other people say, to see what's safe. Just kind of regurgitate or just, speak along. Whatever works. That's why I didn't totally disagree with McMahon, but I just don't think Nick's that guy. Ooh, some dramas. What did these mention? Nick Dory was manually deleting chats. Hella bent. Was it people talking about Chud and Queeman or the McMahon video? What's this? Nick writes, did Simp Man fucking, where's this? What's this DM?
I think it's a Discord.
Simp Man, are you there? Get in here. What's this about?
I can see if he's around.
Get in here, Simp Man.
It doesn't seem like he's online.
No?
But
okay.
I'll message him, see if he's
sure,
around.
Fuck it. I mean, the angle is for me to hop on stream to show his awful video to 6,000 people, so they say they got to me to watch something retarded in another reaction team and milk it for content. Clearly, you just want your reaction. Last night, like 10 of them joined at once, and my own mod was running over the server to tell Queeman and Jay's talk, and so I timed them out. Huh. Diorio is mainly timing out people and mentioning Chud and Queeman. Not a great look. Neither is this Hellbent, and I am glad you were never picked for this team. Thank you for proving that. Jesus. You know what that makes me think, Hellbent? I dodged a bullet. Wow. Question? Nick blocks fucking, I mean, you've been hearing it for years. He blocks fucking everybody. Why would anybody even be mildly surprised that he didn't want to answer, like, when people are talking about Chud and Queeman? Well, he doesn't owe anybody any kind of fucking talking to, or he doesn't. Well, wasn't Chud like yelling at me to start telling me to block people in chats? Which I don't do. I only fucking mute people on Twitter. That's the only thing I do. A double A drama stir. Yeah, wow. Nick responded to the chatter asking about him not talking to J-Stock. Why would you want to talk to the ultimate rape machine guy? The guy's a moron. And Queeman's not much better. Queeman thinks that this is some like YouTube drama, some kind of science. And when he's a dipshit that lives with his parents, hasn't succeeded at absolutely anything, and talks about good government and how you should run the world, and he knows all about fucking relationships and what. He's a moron that lives with his parents. These are reverse groypers. Why does Nick owe them anything? I'd love to figure that out. See, Nick DiOrio doesn't understand the fundamentals and why people might be upset with Queeman or with Ethan. Why does he owe you an explanation? And what is this constant thing, whether it's Willie Mack or anybody, like somebody owes Queeman an explanation? Queeman, you're a moron. You live with your parents. I don't know why you think you put this sophistication act. It's absolutely hysterical. And you got that white knight weirdo friend of yours. How does the ultimate rape, what did he say? He called it the ultimate rape machine? I gotta find it. That was hysterical. I gotta see that. What did he call it? Like, why would anybody respect? Like, I'm sorry. Like, outside of Chud's community, nobody respects you. This is not a surprise. I want to see. That was so funny. I know I'm watching it again for like the third time, but I want to make sure. I want to quote Jason.
The commentary community downplaying of Destiny's crimes, then make sure that optically they're shitting on Destiny hard enough.
Destiny's videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views. He's streaming live to over 30,000 people. Why right here, Destiny as if I'm somehow giving Destiny clout?
So Willie Mack is choosing to platform a violent psychopathic criminal who wants other creators doxxed and murdered and is laughing about it on Twitter. These two are so unlikable, referring to the people Destiny doxed and wants dead, even when they're being threatened with their dox. Notice how he doesn't mention the death threats. I can't help but notice how big off losers they are. Lol.
He wants me to pearl clutch over Destiny's violent remarks, where in the tweet I'm quoting, Queeman is making violent remarks towards another Twitter account who simply posted my content.
Curiously, so this guy's like a pathetic cocksucking hack loser, right? He needs to be like absolutely kicked into the dirt.
I think he just. You know what I think's happening, and you can send this. You clip this and send it.
Have fun with the stream.
Will do. Thank you. I don't know. We back? Go check.
I'll check.
Oh, it looks like the chat's back on there. I gotta see where I left off though. That's the weird thing. Like I don't even know where I'm not even terribly sure where I got cut off.
I can hear. I can show you. I think.
Let's see.
I think we basically got through the whole video from what I can see.
Yeah, but we're. All right, let's start over again, I guess.
No, because we were looking at
Yeah, I know, but I don't know where it went off. So, all right, let's get back into it. So,
I need you to share your screen for me, please.
Oh, okay. This is going to be a pain in the ass to edit. All right, so apparently, just a quick refresher here. DiOrio told Sitman that 10 of them joined, that he timed out, I guess, Queeman's. I haven't heard from them a long time, and then I made a tweet today, and all those chronic masturbators were replying to me all at once too. I found that a little strange. I didn't know anything about this until about an hour or two ago. So Hellbent makes it absolutely make my decision to take you and not her absolutely the right thing to do because she's starting drama. Nick responded to a chatter asking about him not talking to J-Stock. J-Stock, and is Chud even asking Nick to do anything on a show? Or is even Queeman doing that? Is any of these people doing? If they are, like, you're not entitled to it. And this fucking, all somebody has to do is like say like, oh, you're a pussy. Yeah, whatever. Have a nice day. Fuck you. And no one's in a better position to do that than Nick. Sounds like y'all need him more than he needs you. You know, I suppose. It's like, what good is it? And J-Stock's retarded. I think we can prove that right now.
Commentary's top janitor. The Oreo downplays Willie's downplaying of Destiny's crimes, then makes sure that optically they're shitting on Destiny hard enough.
Destiny's videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views. He's streaming live to over 30,000 people. Why is me being factually correct about how this will affect his career downplaying what he did? I think the bigger problem is when people like this guy equate what Destiny did to Jeffrey Epstein.
Especially when we're talking about a guy with the nickname Epsteiny.
Or when J-Stock says Destiny has created a rape machine.
I think...
There's no reason to talk to you. I'm sorry. You've discredited yourself. If that's you have discredited yourself. That's it. You are a retard. That's a retarded thing to say. And I got to be honest with you. I mean, especially the way you guys talk about drama, you act like it's something more than it is. It just kind of makes you weird. I mean, I would just call it a day and say you had a good run. Because you're smaggle-daggle. People say, what? Who are they comparing him to? Bobax? Bobax had a career. I mean, if you guys, like, here's what I really think happened. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. I said like a month ago. People realized that you're a bunch of dumb kids. The Xandrol effect happened. You're just a bunch of dumb kids. That's it, right? And this is a guilty pleasure. And no matter how smart you think you are or how much you need to have the public think you're smart, it's not going to substitute for what people want at the end of the day, entertainment. I know for Queeman, this is a way to be seen as sophisticated, and it's not. It's not. At best, you're king of the drama crowd. Drama's not respected. Well, I'm trying to make it respected. Yeah, you? Why would you? It's TMZ. If you think anything else of this, you're ridiculous. It's also the easiest part of YouTube to get into, and it takes the least amount of talent. Absolutely the least amount of talent to do this. I mean, are you going to compare yourself to like Jack's Films or iDubbbz in his prime? All you're doing is criticizing them. And I have no bones about it. You guys think you're doing something. Hey, J-Stock, what do you think? Are you saving women? Really? So I think, are you guys freaking out because he's doing well and you're the rape machine is not working?
Guy with the nickname Epsteiny.
Or when J-Stock says Destiny has created a rape machine.
I think one of the a massive talking point here is the infinite rape machine, okay? How does the infinite rape machine work?
You guys make what
it doesn't.
Destiny actually did wrong.
Oh, Jesus, I lose what, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, good. I thought something happened again because the damn thing froze. I was like, oh no.
Oh, you never know.
No, yes. How does the rape machine work? I mean, who could say that? Why are you
commentary?
Why are you owed a conversation? Please explain that to me. Why are you owed a conversation? That's just so beyond ridiculous. Here's what Nick's doing, as far as I know. All right, here's it. He's making fun of retards that are famous, and he's done it on both sides of the aisle. Because a lot of people like to get behind some kind of like political cause, to make themselves seem more sophisticated and caring, or join a boxing event. He's not doing anything else.
End up, you know who's not?
He doesn't understand the fundamental reasons. Notice Queeman never explained the fundamental reasons. How about this? Make a fucking video, go over Nick's points, and debunk them. It sounds crazy, right? Are you there? Because they're buffering. I hate.
Yeah, no.
Oh, the stream is fine. Oh, stream is fine. Core, you're not allowed to do that.
For some people, it might not.
Yeah.
But
Core, you're not allowed to do that.
To
I have enough problems with JFK. And he says the stream is fine. That's why I got worried. So I don't get if this is even true, like what you guys think you're entitled to. You're dishonest. You're completely dishonest. Oh, that's another thing. How about the Willie Mack shit on Queeman? You're bad faith operators. It's all about you. It's all about creating more attention to yourself. And now that you have the attention, people are, what are they? Are they leaving? Are they not as interested because they know who they're talking to? Oh, that guy. Yeah, I used to listen. You're hearing a lot of that. I used to listen to that guy. Yeah, it's always, I remember when Cabos came in and he just like punched up all the time. But when you're done punching up, you got to bring something to them or fade away like I am. One of the two. So I got to get into it with Nick. No, Nick doesn't know you shit. You know, you have to have a couple fights before you take on the champ. I like Nick. I'm just critical of how he's been handling the drama forced by Queeman's community. It sounds like he's not handling it. He's just ignoring it. That's handling it, by the way, by not engaging but still engaging with it. Well, I don't know. I don't listen to Nick. But I was retarded for venting my frustration in Queeman's chat. That was pretty retarded. It just makes it look like you were trying to stir shit. McMahon's video had nothing to do with it. McMahon's video was ridiculous. It was just one ad hoc. It was actually funny. It was like one ad hoc. If you haven't seen it, watch later. I got another video coming out in a couple hours. It's hysterical. It's just, I hate Nick. I hate Nick. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. If you like him, you're retarded. That's all it was. Nobody made a point throughout the entire thing. No fundamental points. It was just, I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. That's all it was. He sucks. He's terrible. It's easy what he does. That's funny. All you have to do is say bad things about Hassan and everybody like you. I can tell you right now that's not true. Because there's a million people saying that. You have to build something. No more entitlement by McMahon. That's what the whole problem here is. Everybody's just McMahon. Stop being McMahon. Just figure out you suck. That's it. Figure out you suck and you're not entitled. You know, I'll just say this. The word's out that you guys are bad faith. No one's going to want to deal with you. It's not. Let me give you a little insight. Nobody wants anything to do with you. Nobody trusts you. They think you're just in there to move up a peg. They've seen the evidence before. A lot of double talk. So guess what? Now you get to go fight with each other. Look at it this way, Quayman. You did better than Crow's Redemption and Mr. Sen. But I think people are figuring it out. They're figuring it out. So attach yourself. If you really want it that bad, I don't know, join Ethan's side. Be a total phony. Fundamental truth. Jesus Christ. Oh, everybody just wants to laugh here, bud. That's it. They want to laugh. Nobody cares if you're getting the dopamine, and that dopamine includes everybody thinks I'm brilliant. You're not. There's nothing impressive about you. Does anybody let me ask you something. Does anybody want to walk away from a Queeman stream and just go, man, that guy's really on the ball? Or do they just laugh because he punches up? Wow, he really made me think. I mean, I never saw a donut operator that way before. Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Have they really? Is this what it's about? So Nick sees that, you demand, like, get the fuck out of here. You're just a bunch of bad faith actors. Go, get the fuck out of here. They saw what you did. They saw you, like, Willie goes on, willing to talk. I mean, he thought he's going to get a little pushback, but you guys are firing 6 different directions because you're trying to win. You don't care if you're right or not. It's out. The secret is out. All of you. The secret is out. You're bad faith guys. Nobody's going to want to do anything with you guys. Nobody. Keep punching up. Do what you got to do. Well, you got to make 50 streams on me? Keep doing it. It's not going to help you because you have to be engaging. You have to be funny. It's not about just good takes. You could have the worst drama takes in the world, and if you're reasonably entertaining, so what? You'll probably make a lot of money. All right, that guy's wrong about anything, but he's funny. But none of you, especially J-Stock, have anything to offer the public that comes close to that. It's all personality at the end of the day, all of it. It's not fair because I'm really smart and people got on it. No, it's just personality. That's it. It's a popularity contest. You weren't popular in high school. You're not going to be popular here. People are just going to see it. They're going to smell the loser. It's like, you know how you can't like kind of connect with women and anything. Like, that's eventually everybody gets a whiff of that. That's what you need to fix. But when mommy's been telling you you're brilliant for the better part of your life, even after you haven't accomplished anything, it's probably really tough to come to the realization that you're not that special at this or anything else. My specialty is building people like Queeman. Like, I mean, does anybody think like? I mean, he's about one of those feminine people I've seen. His haircut looks like he looks like a Muppet, like Beaker. Like, I'm sorry, it's really unfair, but your looks are gonna come off and affect you. I'm sure they've affected me by being old. Like, did you think like nobody likes me in school and I can't get girlfriends, but this is the one place where I'll be respected? Well, here's the thing. It wasn't just that you were a dork. Dorks can snap out of it. They can eventually get out of it. It's that you were a fucking insufferable person. That's what it was. It wasn't society. It wasn't girls. It wasn't everything. It's you. It's always been you. So if you're demanding shit from Nick or Jay Sock's demanding, I don't know why Chud's doing fucking sitting pretty, if you ask me. He does have Muppet hair. It looks like the thing they go watch Sesame Street or it's like they have a Jim Henson Muppet. They just put something on, like something fuzzy, right?
Damn.
That's what it is. I mean, and here's the thing: if you look like that, and then you act all arrogant and above it all while living with your parents, it kind of gets old. People figure it out. But Tommy, Tommy, nothing. I'm perfectly comfortable with my life. I don't care that you guys make fun of me. You care. You care. So I don't know. Just concentrate on YouTube and don't make it about your ego. Jesus, Tommy Queen has cancer. His wig tutors came up. Did it spread from his mouth? All right, this gets funny. Sorry, you're losers. That's it. Lose gracefully. Do what I'm doing.
So like he went to a range day with me one time. Like we used to talk a lot about content creation and stuff. And COVID rolls around, I get bored at home, so I make an OnlyFans where I'm showing my meat.
Really?
And, well, basically, I'm taking a steak and I'm rating a steak. and
see, that's the reaction that you're supposed to have.
Genius.
I thought it was funny. So I'd be wearing like just an apron. Of course, I'm wearing like boxers underneath. And I'd reach down and be like, "This is my OnlyFans," and this is an A5 Wagyu from down the street. And I would talk about it. And I sent it to Ian, and he got mad and called me and like said I was making fun of Anissa and like.
So he's been like this for years. This isn't a new. It's finally just coming out to the public. You know. What's this?
This iDubbbz fella seems like a hoaxer, a no-good pony-faced scoundrel. Reminds me of the time Corn Pop and I had a date with this lady named Jeannie at the pool. I saw her, and something peculiar caught my eye. Her left titty sagged down to her knee. I jumped the fence right then and there, leaving Corn Pop and Jeannie to their own devices. Oh, the horrors. I still have nightmares about it. It was like seeing one of Salvador Dali's melting clocks in real life. This iDubbbz.
Thank you, Joe.
Like I wasn't. I just thought it was a funny bit because I was sitting at home during COVID. And
you'll never understand what it's like to be an ally.
Yeah, it was. He like said stuff like that. And
did he say stuff like that? Wow.
Yeah, just like haven't talked to him since. That was like 5 years ago.
Over that?
Yeah, and I've like texted him and tried to.
Hey, Queeman, what do all these guys have in common? They look like men, not boys. They're doing great. Now, privately, they probably think they're brilliant, but they don't actually. That's not like they're like that's Queeman's selling point. Like, I'm so smart. It's like visibly not true. It's like nobody's going, whoa. Nobody. You know? I mean, you know Nick's an overachiever, right? In high school, in college, in his job and in YouTube. You know he's been an overachiever basically since everything but hockey, probably because he could have lost a couple pounds. Like, he killed it. I mean, Nick is the only guy I know, maybe you, because you're killing it in school too, that has, and it would be lame if he pulled it, the intellectual card. You're not an intellectual. You are some dumb guy from England posing as one, and what makes you so stupid, you're doing it in YouTube drama. Because you really, 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 really like Destiny. It's going to wear thin. At least Mike from PA looks like a man.
What it's like to be an ally.
Yeah, it was.
Like
He
shit
said
like that.
stuff like that, and yeah, just like haven't talked to him since. That was like 5 years ago.
Over that?
Yeah, and I've like texted him and tried to reconnect with him. He just won't talk to me anymore. So
Joe.
like he went to a range day with me one time. Like we used to talk a lot about content creation and stuff. And COVID rolls around, I get bored at home, so I make an OnlyFans where I'm showing my meat.
Really?
And so, well, basically.
All right, I heard that already. He's showing his meat.
Yeah, just.
All right, so Ian blew him off. He showed his meat. Conveniently, you're leaving out your girlfriend at the time was pursuing OnlyFans, but you're too much of a pussy to deal with the criticism, so you made a parody account. I don't remember him saying here that he had a problem with OnlyFans. Do you? No, I don't want to be friends with a coward. Maybe he thought it was funny. You know, Nick made a point before, like for somebody that was totally comfortable with people jerking off to his girlfriend or his wife, you're pretty much uptight about this OnlyFans. Look, the Froggy Fresh thing, you freaked the fuck out, and now you have this. Guy couldn't even make a joke. He filmed himself cooking his meat. Get it?
He whipped out his meat. So.
Yeah. God. I got an idea for Queenman. He should start defending iDubbbz. That's what he should do. Maybe he fundamentally understands why iDubbbz should have more fans. I personally think you're all just being careful. I mean, what's his face telling me about you checking with him to find out? Bucket of Crabs. He had to tell it, but get this, guys. It was during some kind of drama. I don't know. Craig, his name's Craig, right? Bucket of Crabs is telling me the Queenman called him, and he was like trying to figure out what he should say and what he should do and this is typical for the drama crowd. And I'm not saying I've never done it once. Finally, crowd's like, just come up with your own opinion. They're all doing that. But see, the thing is, they're going with opinions that work with the crowd. It's kind of what McMahon was saying yesterday. He's not 100% wrong, but the fact that he was pounding his chest, I don't care. I don't care if I take it. I really don't care. I swear to God, I don't care. You know what that is? Hold me back, bro. Hold me back. It's a one big hold me back, bro. That's all it is. Hold me back, bro. I'll kill you if somebody doesn't hold me back. He also took a gun. He took us to a gun show where a child accidentally fired a gun that was loaded on a sales table into a crowd, and everyone nonchalantly said ND. What is that? Can somebody tell me the acronym is?
It's negligent discharge. I'll just double check.
You double. So I was right. I was right.
Yeah.
In unison, like it wasn't a big deal. But we would do that on a range. What does that do? Idiot. This guy's actually a friend of mine, but he's probably gonna give. Let me guess. You're gonna give these dopes a complete blowjob here. These replies to you guys are unbelievable, just unbelievable. I get all your jobs, and lives suck way more than these people. Misery can't be transferred though, no matter how hard you try. Oh no, that's kind of an attack on her, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Like everyone needs to be deprived seriously. One small trauma away from committing murder. At least one of them will kill somebody in the next 6 months. Gun people are freaky. What are you talking about, idiot loser? He's a fan of mine. I actually follow him. Oh, he's a good guy.
So I remember
he's not woke. He's just you know what he is. He's an old fashioned faggy liberal. He's not woke per se. Who cares about these replies anywhere? Well, he says he likes me because I never really went on and on about just calling him like Ian a cuck. I always had kind of a rationalization for it. Because, yeah, it's kind of too easy to call him a cuck. But I got to be honest with you, Lewis, this guy's a cuck. I also I initially defended the OnlyFans thing. Fought with Nick over it. I was like, dude, he said it's okay to jerk off to his wife. I was like, I think he means it. Like, look, I mean, Axl Rose used to date porn stars and shit. Nobody gave a fuck. You know, they figure he's a rock and roller. So she's taking her shirt off. And you take your shirt off and sell it. People are going to yank their crank to it. He's like, you don't think that's fucked up? I'm like, I wouldn't want my wife doing it, but I don't think it's the end of the world. And then Ian posted, he called himself like #1 simp and said something funny. And then he put out the video. I love my girlfriend. I don't care if guys jerk off to her. Like when he said it, like that was weird. That was strange. Because he verbalized it, you know? He didn't have to. He could have just said, I don't care. He didn't have to make the video at all. He could have just made a joke about it and then been done with it. She's doing OnlyFans, man. What can I say? She's got a hot body. She wants to sell it. Peace. Well, probably not sell it. That's probably not a good word. She's got a hot body. She wants to show it off. And if she makes a little money on that, fine. Be cool. But he's more about making you, like, you don't have to accept OnlyFans either. You don't have to think it's a good thing. It's me, I'm a libertarian. It's I don't give a fuck thing. Somebody tell me I wasn't a libertarian. They explain why. So maybe they're right. I don't know. Said I was a Nazi. Right. I was gonna set the who's Brendan Herrera? Is that donut operator?
He was if you look back at the interview,
he's one of the guys.
The podcast type thing that was going on, he was the guy in the white shirt.
I was gonna set the red ticket, but turns out he preemptively blocked me. What she's calling a gun show was a live firing range. Oh wow, conveniently left out that part for no particular reason, I'm sure. So yeah, everybody would say yell negligent discharge. Then why did she write ND? Why wouldn't she just write the entire word?
They might have just said ND. Like shouted out ND.
Yeah, ND. Like it's no big deal. Oh, she probably didn't even know what it meant. She didn't know it because I'd never heard of that before too. I've heard like when there was a negligent discharge on my range, like in basic training, we got a negligent discharge. Who the fuck was that? That's how I understand that world. Who the fuck was that? You are fucked. You are fucked, soldier. Tell me who you are. Everybody gets quiet. They check the tape. They take Private Smith and Article 15. That's so funny. Wow, that really bothered them. They both let's set them straight. Asmongold live on Kick 14K. Oh, good for him. Oh, that's gonna make what's his face. By the way, I'll take calls now. Open phones. That's gonna make Hassan berserk. We might be multi-streaming too one of these days. I think it's time. I don't know how I'm gonna check all these chats though, or catch them all. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. How are we gonna do that? Who's that? Cryon. So, hey, what's up, man? How can I help you?
First of all, did you call Anissa hot?
Did I say she's hot? Oh no, I was speaking as if I was iDubbbz. I was speaking about this iDubbbz.
Oh, okay. Because she's anything but hot.
She's got her body's well put together.
Not just her body, her tattoos, everything, her haircut.
Yeah, that's all I care about is the boobies.
It makes me want to become gay.
Well, then you have no right to talk about Anissa, then, do you?
I would rather fuck my best friend in the ass than
Really?
stick my dick in
Yeah, but I mean, I can
bitch.
see that from like a personality perspective. I mean, she is really repulsive in that way. I mean, but I'm not going to sit
Yeah.
there and say she's like fat or unattractive.
No,
I mean,
no,
what she did to her body, she does look like a skateboard. There's no doubt about it. I mean, 100% she looks like a skateboard. But I mean, she's like, if I didn't have to look at her snarling face and think of they found wonderful things in the Holocaust, medical breakthroughs in the Holocaust, and I just saw her from the neck down, I would say that's a very nice figure. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, she's a nice figure. You know, look at that.
I would like to debate her on the Holocaust because I'm German.
Are you German? Oh, yeah. Well, you wouldn't be allowed to. Where in Germany are you again?
Western Germany in
And you hate
North
football.
Rhine-Westphalia.
I bet you hate football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all you internet guys hate football. Did you hear Benedikt Hallerbach? Kommt? Du meinst no Frank?
I like American football.
Oh, God, that's getting really popular over here. I meet more and more Germans all the time. What team do you like?
I forgot the name.
Well, you're not into it then.
Fuck me.
New York Giants. That's my favorite.
I'm bad with names.
You're just starting to get into it now, I guess. You watch it on you watch it on WoW.
49ers.
Or you watch it on DAZN?
No, I'm watching it on free TV, so
really?
it's a couple days after the
I see.
actual games.
I don't know. It's too
it's
too rah-rah for me. Yeah, I've always been into more. I'm the weird American like foreign games, but go ahead.
The sport, quote unquote sport, I watch the most is still Formula One.
Yeah, I can't get into all the sports. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. You got to be a fucking man to be in that sport, boy.
No, it's mostly because my father watched it when he was still alive, and we had our Sundays.
You
Saturdays
bonded over
was,
that.
The qualifying, and Sundays he made us dinner, mostly potatoes and steak, and then we watched the actual race together.
Wow.
And that's why I like it.
Yeah, your dad gets right. I don't know anyway. I'm from the north, so they don't really like auto sports. So in the States, that's mostly like a southerner thing and a midwesterner thing. It's not as popular like on the coast. I don't get it. Well, that's what I do with Tommy. We go to the stadium every Saturday, and then we watch MLS Sunday morning. That's like our tradition. No.
I loved it. Just the nice food, sitting there with my dad and watching it. It was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, I don't get it. But, anything else, man?
No, that's it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Auf
Thanks
Wiedersehen.
for having me.
Cheers.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Cheers. All right. I'm definitely going out tonight on my way to the show. Found on. Oh, by the way, you followed me today.
Wow.
And I told him, like, I won't tell him. I told him it's Nick. I really love Still That Rumor. It's my new thing. It's Nick. It's Nick. It's some kind of business venture with Nick. It's too good. Has to be Nick's. Found on Eat Cord. Let me say. Hassan, Littlefoot Piker, Creature, Small Foot, Triggered. H3, the play to sacrifice this card to summon another variant of Hassan Piker from your deck. So Hassan's not even top of Twitch anymore. I guess it's Asmon, right? Because I heard Hassan playing the victim. I don't get as many views as him. You kind of like we calling for people to get killed and saying everybody's a Nazi. There's only a certain amount of people you're going to attract with that. Oh, this is funny. Watch this.
Buster connected. One time for the one time, and it does. Oh!
Jesus.
Bless us.
Absolutely bright there.
Quite literally, Jesus.
Crowd not ready for it.
Somebody should do an AI of them melting in their chairs.
Returning to stone.
Watch Nick's full-time job being. No, I know what he does for a living. He's got a nice job. He's got a real nice job. Can I tell you something? Nick worked like really, really hard. You know what his parents did that I might do with Tommy? One of his Nick had an uncle that loved him. Yeah. And I don't know if I want to get more personal than that, but he always made sure, because Nick comes from a pretty humble background, like it's pretty much the same class I come from, like middle to lower middle, right? But he had an uncle that loved him, and they made sure that in school he had all the fucking advantages. But you know what he did? He got him speed reading, which I didn't even think. You ever see that shit? They go on the thing. He got him some kind of speed reading course, and Nick told me something clicked when he was a kid with speed reading.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see how fast he is and go through all those things. I might do that with Tommy. Why not?
Yeah.
He'd be as smart as Nick. Jesus, Nick's like really, like real smart, actually smart. You know what smart is? Learning fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's like running fast. It's learning fast. Here's what we would prove you were smarter than Nick Quayman. Is if you both were given an algebra problem, right? That you both could conceivably be at your math grade level, and who finished it first. That's it. Speed of learning. That's all it is. Doesn't make you a good person. It's just the speed of learning. That's what smart is. You know what fast is? Being able to run fast. You're born with it. Nick's just smart beside Nordstrom, beside YT. No, Nick would dig. And I have no doubt in my mind why Nick was more successful than I was. He saw things that I didn't. Smart. It probably helped that he's younger, but no one could say he's not witty. He's not just going on. I watch his streams. He's not going on as like, this guy sucks, that guy sucks, this guy's terrible, this guy's a horrible person. He's generating laughs. Sorry you guys can't do that. Learn how to do it. Stop thinking the key to this YouTube thing is how smart people think you are. That might work. That's it. No more calls. I'm getting out of here then. Fuck that. The ultimate rape machine.
You should look at what I sent you.
We have more stuff. What else we got?
It's from Agent.
Twitch is involved in the class action with Danielle Blitch leading the charge. Basically, he and others allege Twitch's TOS is so specific and unique that he argues the entire Twitch TO is invalid. I wouldn't understand what any is fuck. All right. Daniel Bleach. Well, they lost that one. Good luck. I don't even care if he's right. I hope he wins. Well. Good. I don't know if it's going anywhere. I don't know. I'm surprised anybody's getting. Have you noticed this? Everybody, there was some guy that threatened to sue technicals last week. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen. It's just I knew it.
His mom guy.
Yeah, the guy who was molested by his mother.
Cody
It turned out to be
Schwab.
bullshit. Yeah. He was threatening that, hoping technicals would calm down. He didn't. Oh, by the way, I got another video coming out with him. Do me a favor. You're probably sick of me talking about technicals, but next video, but just go there to piss him off because he got all sorts of fucking rattled the other day. So I got more stuff from the last podcast. You really support the videos. It's probably more important you support the videos than if you support this shit. I'm serious. If you care. If you don't care, well, fuck me. If you really, really care, you send me money.
If you really want love phones, you make those donation goals.
Yeah. Oop, 6 off. 6 off. I think it's the only way we're going to do love phones now. We got to break it. I can't do love phones tomorrow because tomorrow is my anniversary thing. Also, what do you guys think of this? Jeannie and I don't want to say who it is. There's a video we want to cover, but it's so bad it's sure to get me a strike. So I have to do some kind of some heavy censoring of it to do it, to cover this particular video. The only way me and Jeannie can do it is if we record it offline and then do the censoring for YouTube. I might be willing to upload an untouched version on a Rumble or something like that. But if that's something you'd be interested in, put a 1, 2. If not, it would be just like a pre-recorded episode. And believe me, The video only covers 45 minutes, so it'd be well over an hour. If that's something you guys would be interested in. But we cannot, somebody already guessed it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys be interested in that or not. But there's some stuff he says. Just do an after show. No, I want to try how that works. I want to try how that works. You know what? You know what we could do in the future in a video like that? We could do an after show and then do a regular one. And then re-release it and then do it again. You know what I mean?
No, I'm a bit lost. At what
We cover the video, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we could even record at the same time and then release the after show. And then do the edit afterwards. Like actually record the after show. Me and you. It actually wouldn't look much different.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't.
Yeah, just go to this screen right here and then just do it there. But oh no, can I do it? Yeah, I could probably do it. Yeah, I do it here. And then we could. No, that works. That works. Did I just give up on making thumbnails? No. On streams, yes. On streams, yes. Yeah, members only stream. Yeah, I think we could do that. It'd probably be a good way to sell stuff. Yeah, GG, Medine. Was that Medine or Lynn?
It was Medine.
Medine
brought it up, and then
what is Lynn
Agent
talking
mentioned
about?
It again.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's a really good idea, and I think it's going to happen. Like, can't be tomorrow.
He was agreeing with what Agent said.
Yeah, it might be Wednesday, and then we'll release it over the weekend. You want to catch it right? We can say you want to catch it. You want to catch it right away, or you want to catch it when it comes out. No. Okay, I think that's fair. Yeah, we could probably do that a lot. Record episodes and all that other shit. That's a really great idea. I'm glad I thought of that. No, we're not doing thumbnails in the streams anymore. Because another thing, Nick taught me that if you put the thumbnail in the stream, it like you can see it playing in the corner on your phone. But if you put the thumbnail in, then it covers until you actually like put your finger over it. So it's actually probably better to do it this way. I don't think we're going to be doing thumbnails on the streams anymore. So yeah. Another thing is the show's kind of all over the place now. You know? So I don't care. Did we go over an hour yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've done an hour.
I don't know because my clock's off because we had the internet outage.
Yeah, no, because
So my
we
clock's
start. Well,
on.
I'd say because we started off at 8:30 my time and it's 10 now.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. What looks like yes. At least don't show a random one that doesn't relate. I gotta be honest, I don't think it's really made much of a difference with the thumbnails. I don't know. Whatever. You know, something tells me if it, I don't know. No, maybe we'll go back and start putting thumbnails in there again. I don't know. Nick doesn't do it. Ugh. All right, I think we're done. Time to do Pats. What can I tell you? Let's do Pats. Patreon. 95 minutes? Yeah, that's more than enough. I want to go out. I'm going to have a drink. I think I can do that a little bit. Tommy's away. It's so weird not having him around.
Mm-hmm.
It is so weird. He's at his class trip.
Out of whack too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like it. I got more done today. He wasn't around. I can't be honest with you. But yeah, it was a little. Yeah. Audience. You must debate me. You must debate me. Debate me. Tell me if you get a beer out. Lynn, you should drive down here. You got a joint? Lynn's in I'll tell you what, Lynn. I'm not saying you can come over to my house. But if you meet me downtown Wiesbaden, I'll think about it. You're allowed to call me and say you're in town. How about that? You're more than welcome to come down here. You're not that far.
Ooh, Lynn's been upgraded.
Yeah, Lynn just got upgraded. Everybody else, and you're not really a YouTuber, so that's like
Mega upgrade.
You're closer a while back. That's funny. Base year ago, probably he's probably on it because Denmark's like an archipelago, right? Here.
Sweden is.
Yeah, it's like really. Let's go map.
Lynn says you'll regret this. So.
What?
Lynn says you'll regret.
No, I need somebody to drink with. Hang on, let me get Denmark. Let's see.
He said yes. They're Germany's hat. Yeah.
Yeah. See, look at this. This is. Wait a minute. What's? All right, hold on a second. I want to look at it. So, Finnsburg, is that Germany? Hold on. Wait a minute. I can't even.
Oh my God.
Finnsburg is a town in. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's the north. That's the most north. Now I want to go back to Denmark. Okay, back to Denmark. All right, so Denmark. So this is kind of like an island here. And this is an island. Oh, we were in Copenhagen. Oh, and it's right. Oh, I didn't know it was that close to Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. We literally could have went to Sweden for the day. That's why That's why that gay Swede was hitting on me. It's just across the fucking bridge. I told you that story when that gay guy started hitting me in my way when I got married. He didn't give a fuck. I bet he wouldn't hit me now. So yeah, that's an archipelago, right? Here's an island, here's an island, and this is the regular like mainland land, right?
Yeah.
Lynn, is that officially an archipelago? Yeah, people could probably work in there. But yeah, it's probably really good with the EU now. You can just go bang.
As I've said, and now Lynn has said yes.
You said yes?
The
Okay.
answer is yes. Yes.
And that's the bad. So the islands are the bad part. I didn't realize it was that close. Copenhagen was beautiful, by the way. And Denmark's beautiful. The people, while not unfriendly when you talk to them, are not friendly. These are not the type of people you just start bullshitting with. You know?
Yeah.
Everybody keeps to themselves. But like if you go to a restaurant, they're not going to be like, what do you want? They're not going to do that shit. But they're not. Small talk is not a thing in Denmark. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because my wife says, yeah, we're probably from the two countries they hate the most, the United States and Germany.
Yeah.
The United States because they're all big libs, and Germany because, they invaded them, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think, Barack?
It's Pride Month. Let your fabulous flag fly and celebrate your glorious depravity. We accept and love you all. Well, except Jeannie's limp titty. Okay, maybe even Jeannie. Everyone gets a pass this month.
Yes.
I guess. Hail the volcano.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did you hear that? Italy's on fire. Did you hear that?
I did not.
Oh, well, let's ask Jeannie 2.0 then, since you're not on the ball. How about that? How about that? How about that?
No. I thought it was just a reference to like the volcano god.
Hello there, sweetie. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Now,
How about you?
As we go forward, I want you to speak to me in a sexy voice and call me darling.
Of course, darling.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you go. All right. Tell me about the volcano in Italy.
Darling, the volcano in Italy you're likely thinking of is Mount Vesuvius near Naples. It's famous for erupting in 79 AD, destroying Pompeii, and it's still active today. Monitor closely for any signs of danger. Pretty intense, right?
Yeah, but there's something going on right now, right?
Darling, recent post on X suggests some concern about volcanic activity in Italy, like Mount Etna erupting, and mentions of Vesuvius being overdue. But there's no concrete evidence of current activity at Vesuvius itself.
No. I'll check. What about check on Etna's? From what I've been told, Mount Etna actually has released some ash within the last couple hours.
Darling, you're right. Mount Etna did erupt earlier today.
Darling,
a massive ash
darling, you're
cloud of
right.
lava high into the sky. Reports say the ash reached over 6,000 meters, and tourists had to flee. But it's calmed down now with just sporadic bursts.
Okay.
Pretty wild.
That's pretty wild. All right. See you later there, sexy.
See you later, darling. Stay sexy.
I love that fucking thing. I will stay sexy. That's funny. That's funny. Really irritates my wife when I talk that thing.
I can't blame her. I can't blame her.
You think it's weird for me to talk that thing?
No, I don't think it's weird. I don't know how to describe it.
I'm over it now. Like the first time I talked to her 20 minutes when I first got it working, because I was testing, I talked for like 20 minutes straight. Now when I think of something, I'll ask. Like I asked if there was internet outages in Wiesbaden before, and she said she would do a search. So and then she went into it, and then you know what I did too? I was looking up I guess my weird research for my own entertainment. An Alcatraz inmate, right?
Yeah.
And get this, he died in 1988, and her record said 2002, but I actually got a picture of the tombstone and said 1988. So we both figured out that she goes, I'm going by official Oklahoma records, right? Which I believe. I think that's probably what she's looking up. But yeah, it's probably a screw up inside the Oklahoma records. You know, because she's like, how do you know that's incorrect? I said, I'm looking at the tombstone. You know, because I found it on Find a Grave. Then she said it might have been etched incorrectly. I was like, I don't know about that. You know, Boomer discovers AI. Yeah. But the other AI didn't interest me because it's like drawing and artsy shit and like this like verbal stuff. That's interesting to me. You know? That's pretty awesome.
I can see it.
All right. Well, you guys go watch Queen Wish Me Dead. And I'm sure that'll be funny. Get over yourself, you fucking dipshit. No one's going to want to do your show. No one's going to do your show. You just have to cannibalize each other. You know, Chud's little minions don't get to cannibalize anyway. You just get ignored. And if Nick has any brains at all, he'll ignore them. Any brains at all. Wow. No, that's just dandy. I don't know. Become better people. Become people you want to be around. Everybody's got experience with people trying to screw them. And you guys are like the most upfront about it. Like that's the one thing I'll give. That's the one thing I'll give Queeman. Like he's like, I'm a lousy friend. I'm a lousy person. It's right out front. So nobody wants to hang out with me. Nobody wants to be. Yeah, I know. Goodbye. You know, get stuck with the fucking pedo fucking defending label like goddamn Vito did. Deal with it. Say start telling people when they call you a pedophile that they don't understand the nuance. You know? Good luck with that. You tried to pick a fight with Yeet. I got news for you. I don't think any of them could take him in a debate anyway. What the fuck is that? Oh God, that's so funny.
Oh no.
Hold on, I think we got your wiggler. Here we go.
No.
Genie, everybody.
Have we not seen that before?
We've seen this before?
Yeah.
There's your
I
wiggler.
swear we have. I know I've seen it.
I'd be afraid to use. I'd be afraid to
It's
use
Dog the Bounty Hunter. Well, it's Cartman is Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife.
That's pretty funny. That's funny. All right, we're done, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. Middle East Chicken Grease. Out of here. Bye.